My name is Rebecca Gianarkis. I am a third year. I am studying religion and philosophy, and I am originally from Northport, Long Island, but currently Annandale, New Jersey. In my freshman year, I met with Dean Verzina, and I said to him, I'm not really sure where I want to go with my degree. I said, I don't know what to study. And he told me, he said, do what lights you up. He said, go with what you like. And so at the time, I was in culture and expression, and I was finding that I was really drawn to philosophy, the big questions, and I said, I may as well, explore this further. Took a couple of classes, fell in love, and then declared my major as philosophy. This is a difficult question because so many of them, I always enjoy my philosophy classes, but I guess I would say philosophy of religion, since those are my two majors there, with Professor Karofsky. And the way she structured the class, she divided us up into the deists or the theists on one side, the agnostics in the middle, and the atheists on the other side. But she said, by no means do you need to sit in a particular spot. She said you could change your spot every day. And the reason why I really enjoyed this class was because the professor, not only was she fantastic about encouraging students to participate, but the students themselves, we really engaged in some excellent discussion. Everyone questioned their beliefs and their opinions. Sometimes they came out of the class reaffirming what they had already thought when they came in, which was great, and then other times people had totally different views after they left, but it really encouraged us to challenge our assumptions, so I loved that class. So this semester I am taking what is a pilot class on cognitive science, just introductory class, and it includes students from philosophy major, computer science, and psychology, so the student body is very mixed. And the class is taught by Professor Tony Dardis, and just the other day, actually, we've been reading work that's kind of across the spectrum, like the way cognitive science has developed as a study. And we read the work of Aizawa, is his name, and so Professor Dardis knew him from going to conferences and things like that. And so he arranged for the class to Skype with this cognitive scientist. We got to ask him questions directly from the text that we have read. And the students really enjoyed being able to see him up there, have him respond, interact. It was a really great experience. So Professor Dardis asked me, he said, would you be interested in being a peer teacher with me? And I said, absolutely. So we are going to be working on a class. It's a first-year seminar, which allows students to, it's specifically for first-year students, and they really get to know the other students in their class and the professor. And usually the class also does some sort of work outside of the classroom, whether that be a field trip or going to some sort of a show to enrich the class experience. And there's going to be a lot of role playing so that we really get a sense for the material that we're working with. So I'm excited about that. So there are two conferences that I'll talk about. One is put on by the department each year, and this is a wonderful opportunity for undergraduates to practice public speaking and to let other students and faculty members know what it is that they're working on. So it's like a professional conference where students can attend or speak, and it gives them a taste for what it's like. It's also a great experience if they're looking to go on to graduate school. And then another conference is put on by the American Philosophical Association, and this is a yearly event. And one of my professors, Professor Godweb, he invited the entire class. He said, if any of you are interested, it's over winter break, we can arrange for the department to have you go to this conference. And so I, along with a couple of other students, said we would be interested. And we went to Washington, D.C., and this was a great experience because we were some of the only students present. It was all professionals, professors, and we got to listen to these talks. We would get to engage in questions. It was really made you feel very mature and also exposed you to a lot of the things that we could potentially get involved with post-undergraduate. Oftentimes when people hear philosophy, they think that you're going to go on to law school, which is very common and in fact an excellent way to go because a lot of the skills that we acquire as philosophy majors are very nicely applied to law. However, I don't think that's my trajectory. I think, well, what philosophy has allowed me to do is really think critically and open my worldview greatly. And I'm really interested in culture, I'm interested in working with other people. So to be honest, I'm not certain where I'm headed, but I know that I want to go to graduate school and to get some degree that I think will be in some way informed by philosophy, whether that be my theory, and then I'll then apply it to perhaps religion or just in general working with people and culture.